A bill that would have forced the state to reveal more about child abuse and neglect deaths failed to advance at the State House. WRTV Investigates Kara Kenny has been telling you about new efforts to better protect children, including our special report, Kids in Our Care, Pressing for Change. Kara joins us now to explain why child advocates say more transparency is needed.
Currently, the Indiana Department of Child Services releases this annual report about child abuse and neglect deaths, but there's a huge lag time. We just received this 2023 report back in January. Child advocates say that needs to change. 56 children died from abuse and neglect in our state in 2023. House Bill 1152 would have required DCS to disclose whether it received calls to the hotline before a child's death. Braylon Yarrington testified at a House committee hearing in support of the legislation.
We can't improve if we don't have all the information.
She says improving reporting laws could have made a difference in her daughter's case. She adopted her from the Indiana foster care system.
Neither this body nor the public would have known that there were dozens of calls to the hotline by people concerned about her that were screened out, and she was left in that home to suffer horrible abuse.
Representative Ryan Lauer authored legislation to require DCS provide a public summary report within 90 days in cases involving a child fatality or a near fatality. That report would also include the county where the child died, information about any arrested perpetrators, and a detailed synopsis of any prior reports of abuse or neglect.
If the state makes mistakes, the people should know.
For example, 4-year-old Judah Morgan was murdered by his birth father, Alan Morgan, in LaPorte County. But in the state's child fatality report, the short paragraph does not list the location. It only says 4-year-old boy as the victim and father as the perpetrator. Lauer says the current DCS approach of a delayed annual report without identifying information is not enough.
More awareness, better timeliness so that our communities know when these tragedies occur, not a year and a half later.
The House passed the bill, but it failed to get a hearing in the Senate, killing the bill. So we called Senate Committee Chairman Greg Walker. He told us he's concerned about potentially identifying family members of perpetrators.
A risk of further public scrutiny and shame and additional trauma. I didn't want that to be the result of our reporting. We have privacy laws around families for reasons.
Walker says he worked with DCS to enhance its reporting anyway. WRTV Investigates obtained an internal memo from DCS Director Adam Krupp. It says they will start including the following information about child deaths in annual reports, including pending and filed prosecutions against perpetrators and calls previously screened out regarding a child or perpetrator. Braylon Yarrington points out the changes do not impact reporting on near fatalities.
I receive a disturbing number of calls from folks across the state reporting these near fatalities to me. Most of them never see the light of day unless the press gets a tip and reports it.
WRTV Investigates typically learns about child abuse and neglect cases when family members contact us or when we discover them in court documents. Lauer tells us he plans to file his bill again next session. He says learning more about these deaths could help educate policymakers and the public.
This could save lives.
The governor just signed several other pieces of legislation, including this one that aims to reduce the amount of time kids spend in foster care. Kara Kenny, WRTV.
WRTV Investigates also contacted DCS, which told us DCS continues to work with Chairman Walker as evidenced by the internal memo from Director Krupp and its reporting.